All right. Your English is not weak. Your practice method is wrong. Your English is not weak. Your practice method is wrong. Definitely. See, the topic for today is this only. You know what I put in the title of this video. That your English is not weak. Your practice method is wrong. See, we all know some amount of English, right? There are many words, in our head related to English. Many sentences, many phrases are there of English in our head, but still, we are not able to speak them out. And I'm majorly talking about videos related to spoken English only, because we understand English up to some extent. We can read some decent amount of English. We can write some decent amount of English. We can listen and understand some decent amount of English. There is no doubt about that. But the main problem or the biggest problem arises when it comes to speaking. When it comes to speaking English language, that's where we stuck. That's where we get the most of the problems. So yeah. Uh, as the title says that your English is not weak, your practice method is wrong. That's definitely right, because when it comes to speaking practice, we end up doing things that, those practices don't promote good speaking of this language, right? We all want to become a speaker of this language or better speaker of this language, but the thing is that we fail to speak this language, especially in scenarios when it is required, when we have to say something, when we have to raise our point, our voice, or whenever it is very important or kind of mandatory or compulsory to speak in English. Those are the scenarios where we tend to uh, get freeze, right? Or we start to feel so hesitant while speaking this language, right? And for those scenarios only we have to prepare ourselves, right, so that we can speak in those scenarios. Why our practice method is wrong? Because we are practicing, and I have been continuously saying this thing since a long time, and I was also someone who was doing all these mistakes for a very long time. But when I realized this mistake, my spoken English started to get better and better with time. That mistake was not practicing speaking. It's as simple as this, man. Not practicing speaking. In order to become a speaker, I have always repeated this and I'm repeating it again, that in order to become a speaker of a language, we have to practice speaking. I'm getting a call, just a minute. I won't apply any cut or anything, so you might see this call here only. It's completely fine. Hello. Sir, you are calling from Dicto, right? Sir, actually, I'm really very sorry. I really want to talk to you. The thing is that I was supposed to receive this call by somewhere around 7 p.m. So you might have been busy or something. I understand that. So actually, now I'm in the middle of something important. So can you please call me after 10 minutes if you can? Okay, okay. Uh-huh. Uh, yeah, yeah. So tomorrow, if you can call me at the same time at 7 p.m. only. If it can be sharp 7, it will be great. Yeah, yeah. But I will make up my mind. I will also be a bit flexible, so I will be ready for even 7 p.m. or 10 minutes up or down or something. I will be okay with that. Right? Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Bye. All right. So see, I received a call where the person was speaking English, and if my English was not good, and or had I been a non-English speaker, I would have requested him to speak in Hindi, because any other language other than English that I know and understand really well is Hindi only. Right? Hindi is my first language. It's my mother tongue. Right? So because I have some ability to speak in this language, so I could speak with them in English only. So I know you guys also want to achieve this kind of level, and it will only come to you with practice only, and with right practice, as the title says. Let me go to the title again. I've written down titles for each and every single day of practice. That your practice method is wrong. Yes, if your practice is right, then only you can achieve results. And the right method to become a speaker of English language is to practice speaking. Speak, and speak. You just have to speak on each and every single day. And I'm doing what? I'm also doing deliberate practice of spoken English. It is one of the tasks that I do on a daily basis. I've created a habit tracker for myself, and I've listed down some habits which I try to follow daily. And there are some habits that I follow genuinely daily, because they are very good habits. Uh, they are definitely going to help me in the long run. So I've broken down them into pieces. They are big goals, but you have to, you generally have to break down your goals into very small chunks, and you have to eat down those chunks each and every single day, right? So for that, I have created this habit tracker, and this habit tracker is working wonderfully well for me so far. Trust me. I'm about to uh, uh, about to be done for a month, you can say. Or I'm you know a month is almost about to be completed since I've started to follow uh, this habit tracker on all these habits. And it seems like a game to me, to be very honest, and I enjoy. And in this enjoyment, I do things which are very important, which are very constructive for me, and which are turning for me as assets, right, in the long run. So yeah, you also have to do it. You can also download any habit tracker, or you can simply put maybe a whiteboard or something, or a whiteboard paper also. Nowadays we get, which you can directly paste on your wall, and you should put it right in front of you somewhere, a feet or two here and there, left or right. It's completely fine, but it should be somewhere around in front of you, wherever you sit. Like, there are a lot of things present right in front of me on my wall, right? So that whenever I feel less disciplined or a bit demotivated or whatnot, so these things directly appear in front of me. Not appear, when they're always there in front of me, so I can basically see them, and I can read them and understand them, and I'm back on track. So you also have to do things like this: create a habit tracker and list down the habits that you have to follow each and every single day. And those habits should be very less time consuming yet constructive, so that it doesn't feel so overwhelming or so difficult to follow those habits each and every single day, right? Speak as much as you can. For the absolute beginners who can't speak, who can't frame even a couple of sentences properly in English language, I think a practice of 2 minutes per day, where you are speaking about any damn thing, any damn topic of your choice, any of your favorite topics. It can be anything, it can be any damn thing, but you just have to start speaking in English. You must be having some hobbies, you must be having some topics of interest, you must be having some people of interest, you must be having some places of interest. Endless things are there, man, endless things. Let me give you an example. I've already given this example a lot of times, that even if you are interested in one thing, if you say, oh, I'm interested in this one thing, you can put that one thing, that one topic, or whatever it is, that one thing in ChatGPT, and you can ask ChatGPT to provide you 10 or 20 or even 50 things related to that particular thing, or associated with directly with that particular thing. And ask ChatGPT to give you the topics related to that particular thing. ChatGPT is going to give you 50 topics related to this. Now those topics are related to what you are exactly interested in, right? So you won't be having any scarcity of topics. You can talk about any damn thing, and you can use one topic per day. You have got 50 topics of your interest, right? These are basically subtopics from the topic that you are interested in, right? And now you can talk about all those things one by one, all those subtopics, one subtopic each and every single day for 50 days. And here I'm talking about just one thing. There is no scarcity of topics, or of anything to talk about. There, this world is, this universe is endless. There are endless things, to be very honest. Right? So speak for at least 2 minutes every single day, and you will be amazed in a matter of a month only. In a matter of a month, yes, I'm emphasizing on this thing. In a matter of a month only, you will start to notice significant difference. I'm not claiming you will become a fluent speaker or a native level speaker. No, of course not. But you will reach a way higher level than now, than whatever level you have right now. You will reach a way better level than your current level. That's the main thing. That's what you have to keep in your mind, right? And for that only, we just have to speak. uh, right. I'm not getting anything else in my head, and I think I'm done for this video for now, right? So it's not that our English is so weak. No, we know a lot of words. I usually come across so many people, who have got a very rich vocabulary, and they generally use words which I don't use, right? I know those words, but they are not maybe the words that fall under my day-to-day speaking practice, right? But they are pretty enriched with that vocabulary, if I have to put it that way. But they can't speak English properly. They can't frame even two sentences properly in English without any hesitation or without any lack of confidence, because they have not practiced speaking English. You might have very basic vocabulary, you might know a very less number of words and very less number of phrases, still you can be absolutely fluent at English. Yes. What do you think? The children, from the native countries, do they have a very rich vocabulary, or are they excellent at grammar or anything? They don't even know grammar. Of course, they get to study grammar in the school time only, right? But even before reaching that level, they speak absolutely fluent English, and they are never bothered about English. They don't care. They never struggle with speaking English or even understanding English, because they are a part of that environment. They get to speak this language each and every single day. They're speaking it with their parents. They're speaking it with themselves, not with themselves, with their siblings or anybody. But you have to practice. You have to speak with yourself, because you are practicing this thing, right? You have to uh, put that deliberate effort, and you have to create that environment around you, because we don't have that environment, or we are not in an English speaking country where we are surrounded with English speakers only, each and every single time and each and every single day, right? So the children there, they speak absolutely fluent English. Their vocabulary is not that good. Your vocabulary might be way better than them, but when it comes to speaking English continuously for long hours, for long time, those children are way ahead than us, than most of the people, uh, especially most of the people residing in non-English speaking countries, even when they don't have good vocabulary or anything, very basic vocabulary, because children generally have a very basic vocabulary. Their vocabulary gets increased or enhanced with time only. It never happens that a person, as soon as he or she starts speaking English or any language, their vocabulary is at a very good level and it just sustains forever. No, vocabulary is something, and the language speaking or understanding ability or comprehension ability is something that grows with time. The more we are exposed to different things, to different cultures, to different topics, to different scenarios, to different knowledge pieces and whatnot, that's how our knowledge, the terminologies that we have in our head, it grows with time. It has happened with us also. I speak Hindi, so when I was 5 or 7 years old and I started to watch Bollywood movies or Hindi TV serials, so I often used to come across certain words and phrases I had no idea about. I still don't have idea about a lot of words and phrases that we generally come across in movies and serials, right? But it doesn't matter. Has it stopped us from speaking in Hindi or understanding Hindi or any damn thing, or struggle in any Hindi speaking environment? Never. Never. Right? But our vocabulary definitely has increased. In Hindi it is called Shabdkosh. Our Shabdkosh has increased with time. The amount of words that we knew of Hindi or whatever our native language is, the amount of words we knew at the age of 5 or 7 years old, uh, Same was not the case when we reached the age of 14 or 15 years, right? So when we got an age of 14 to 15 years, our vocabulary enhanced, and now our vocabulary has enhanced even further by the time we have reached an age of 25 or 30 years old, right? So if you compare the current level of our vocabulary with the vocabulary level of that 5 to 7 year old, there is a massive difference, because the vocabulary has grown with time. The amount of words we know have increased with time. That's the main thing. And even when we were child, we never bothered about grammar or anything, but we ever bothered about Hindi Vyakaran? We were never bothered about Hindi Vyakaran. Definitely we got to study Hindi Vyakaran in our school time, but we were never bothered about it. Did we apply any sort of Sangya, Sarvanam, Visheshan, or any damn thing while speaking Hindi? No. But we end up doing this thing whenever you start speaking in English. And trust me, if you start to put rules or tenses or grammar or any damn thing while speaking English, your English will struggle. You will struggle. You won't be able to speak freely. You won't be able to put your points, put your whatever is there in your head properly and freely. Trust me, you will always be in a struggle. So just put this grammar thing aside, this tenses thing aside, and just start speaking. Keep consuming English language. Keep listening. Most importantly, the most important thing. Keep listening, and this is the second most important thing. That is the listening thing, and the most important thing is speaking. You just have to speak in every single day. For absolute beginners, 2 minutes practice for each and every single day is the minimum that you have to do. And uh, people who can already speak a little, and who struggle, but they definitely can speak. They can definitely be a part of some very basic conversation or something. The struggle is real, but they are not absolute beginners. For them, I would definitely suggest to go for at least a 10-minute of practice for each and every single day. Trust me, and in a month you will see significant differences, right? 10 minutes of practice for those who can speak some English, but their struggle is real. They get stuck a lot of times. They don't find the right words or anything. They feel very hesitant while speaking English, but whenever they are alone, they can speak some amount of English for sure. So for them, 10 minutes of practice, man, things are going to be wonderful for you. And for absolute beginners, 2 minutes of practice of any of your favorite topic. The topic must change each and every single day. Thank you so much. I was also someone whose English was absolutely zero, and I struggled a lot. My English was absolutely zero. Yes, it was not pathetic; it was zero. I couldn't frame even a single sentence, and I wasted a lot of time because I didn't know the right path or the right ways to practice my spoken English. But as soon as I realized it, I started to practice, and that's how I got some improvement. That you can see the some improvement in my spoken English. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to have a one-on-one conversation with me, where you want to practice with me your spoken English, or you want any of my insights or any of my help, and I will definitely love to do that. I will definitely love to be a part of a conversation with you guys. Check out the link in the description and in the pinned comment. And if you have any doubt or any damn thing that you want to ask or say or share or whatever with me, you can definitely put that in the comments. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye.